Power doesn't live in the courtroom. It lives behind it. In whispered meetings, closed-door favors. In signatures made in candlelight, and orders passed with nothing written down. They call themselves the Orion Protocol. A coalition of judges, moguls, and enforcers who believe the law is just a tool. To them, justice is an illusion. Control is everything. Miles Virelli used to be one of them. A star prosecutor. Feared, respected, and silent. Until they protected the man who murdered his niece. Now, he's not just breaking the code. He's going to bury it. Her name was Lena Virelli. She was just 19 years old. She was incredibly smart, stubborn, and with bright eyes that could charm anyone. She was studying journalism at Columbia, digging into corruption and corporate philanthropy. She was working on a story on one of the city's corrupt elites. She thought she was chasing a story. But the story was chasing her. Her last known location was a penthouse on the Upper East Side. Owned by Silas Creed, tech billionaire, public darling, and deep-pocket donor to everything from cancer research to judicial appointments. Who also happened to be a ranking member of the Orion Protocol. When the NYPD arrived, Lena was already gone. Her body was cold. Toxicology reported heroin and fentanyl. But there were bruises on her wrists. Ligature marks. A broken fingernail embedded in the carpet. A surveillance system, mysteriously offline. And Creed's private security? All Orion approved. They saw nothing. Heard nothing. The medical examiner, another Orion Protocol name, ruled it a suicide. The press whispered scandal, then forgot and moved on to another trending story. But Miles didn't forget. He had raised Lena like a daughter after his sister passed. Taught her chess. Told her stories of old courtroom legends. He knew her spirit. Her strength. Her stubborn refusal to back down. She didn't overdose. She was silenced. And the protocol? They wiped the slate clean. Like they always did. And ordered Miles to stand down or face the consequences. That's when Miles did the one thing the protocol feared. He walked away. He quit law. Burned his bar card in a church parking lot. Faked a breakdown. Let the press whisper. Then vanished. For 2 years, he became a ghost. No credit cards. No license. Just cash and burner phones. He grew a beard, moved like a drifter, and built a war room in a motel basement in Queens. He bid his time. After all, revenge is a dish best served cold. And when he's ready, the Orion Protocol won't even see him coming. Every sleepless night, he pored over records. Sealed settlements, court decisions, campaign contributions, sudden promotions. He began mapping Orion's web. Judges who ruled with strange consistency. DAs who always dropped key cases. Philanthropic donations that came with unspoken contracts. He turned hackers into allies. Paid whistleblowers in crypto. Used dead drops to gather intel. He even tapped into old Orion back channels. The ones they forgot he knew existed. But he never once spoke Lena's name. Never sought public attention. Because this wasn't about justice anymore. It was personal. This was revenge. Crafted slow, like a poison no one saw coming. When whispers of leaks started surfacing, Orion knew someone was meddling. They just didn't know who. Not yet. But with their deep pockets and connection, it didn't take them long to figure it out. And so they fought back. No one messes with the Orion Protocol and goes scot-free. First came the message, a dead canary in Miles' rented mailbox. An old protocol warning, used only when someone needed retiring. One by one, those around him started to fall. Chloe Ames, a data analyst who found discrepancies in court budgets, was discovered in her garage. Car still running. Brian Keller, a crusading ADA Miles once mentored, was disbarred in a scandal orchestrated through falsified emails and misconduct claims. The circle was closing. Miles became harder to track. Used disguises. Moved locations weekly. He trusted no one, not even his own reflection. But he watched. And waited. For Silas Creed to slip. It happened in a rooftop bar in Tribeca. Creed got drunk. Cornered a waitress. She pushed back. He didn't like that. But what he didn't know was that she had a hidden camera pinned to her apron. The footage was shaky, blurry, but damning. The video hit underground forums before mainstream media. Anonymous accounts called for Creed's arrest. Pressure mounted. The DA had no choice but to press charges. But the moment it reached court, the signs were clear. The judge, appointed by an Orion-backed governor. The DA, suddenly open to a plea deal. The evidence, deemed circumstantial. It was the same game. Same rules. Same cover-up. But Miles had already laid the trap. In the months leading to the trial, Miles turned Orion's methods inward. He bribed the bribed, flipping low-level operatives who wanted out. He traced money trails leading to Lena's college roommate, who'd been paid off to keep quiet. Except she hadn't. She'd recorded everything. And then, the masterstroke. A deep fake of Silas Creed confessing to Lena's murder. The graphic was unapologetic and cold. But here's the twist. Miles didn't create it. Creed did. Drunk and arrogant. He had boasted to a woman he thought he could dominate. She recorded him. Then vanished. The mystery woman happened to be Lena's roommate working with Miles to get revenge for Lena. On the day of the trial, just as the defense moved to dismiss evidence, a file labeled for the public record was anonymously uploaded. The courtroom buzzed. Phones buzzed louder. The judge demanded it be shut down. But it was too late. The entire city heard it. Creed's voice. His laughter. His confession. Orion scrambled. Legal teams scrambled. Even the judge walked off the bench. But the damage was done. Even the Orion Protocol could not cover up this scandal. Creed was arrested. Not quietly. Not with press releases. With agents, guns drawn, in front of his building. Orion began to fracture. Some members resigned. Some vanished. Others turned up dead. Suicides. Strokes. Car accidents. No one could prove anything. But everyone knew. And Miles Virelli? He didn't resurface. Not at press conferences. Not on podcasts. Not even to claim credit. Instead, encrypted files began appearing. Every 2 weeks. Delivered to law schools. Investigative journalists. Activist groups. Each contained files. Case evidence, bribes, videos and audios. A library of corruption. Each stamped with a single sigil. A circle with 3 stars inside. And beneath it, one word. Orion. It was a downfall for the protocol. They thought they could bury her story. Rewrite the truth. Silence the one man who dared defy them. But they forgot something. Justice doesn't always wear a robe. And truth doesn't care about court orders. You can bury evidence. You can bury bodies. But vengeance? Vengeance never dies. Now tell us what you think. If someone took your family and the system protected them, how far would you go? Is revenge ever justified when justice fails completely? Do you believe groups like the Orion Protocol exist in the real world, shaping who walks free and who disappears? Leave your thoughts in the comments, let's talk about it.